this all ties in, Tiff. Culturally responsive training, meaning that you have to have this training to relate to the students. We have to
Yep.
school districts. I'm not even gonna name the school district, but the school district where I live at, and I'm gonna just leave it at that. There are school districts where they have a plethora of educators that are diverse. I just did an episode 3, by the way, that talks about representation. They have a plethora of educators who are diverse, who live in the district. They
Mhm.
don't hire. They do not hire. And let me say this while I'm at it. They have other educators who are not qualified for certain positions that they promote. I'm gonna just leave that alone. I don't want to get too controversial.
Imma
But
say
anyway,
this, Imma say this.
well, let me finish my point. But
Ooh, ooh, this is
to
good.
your point, some of the teachers, and we have great teachers. We have great teachers. They can't relate to some of those students, which exacerbates the problem. It exacerbates the problem. The students are out of control. They come from some homes that are ridiculous, and then they come to school, and then you have teachers who are not able to handle them. It is a systemic issue. It is a societal issue. Go ahead.
I think that's why in the districts that I am in, that the kids, I can relate to them because literally, for real, I come to school dressed like them, except for, my pants don't hang down, but I come with my t-shirt on. I talk to them. Actually, they call me auntie. I call them niece and nephew, but I can relate to them, but I talk to them when they have an issue or when they're, I say this, when they can't hold their anger or they get into it with a kid, usually the teachers, I'm the first person that they call because I'm usually the one that could calm these kids down. They listen to me. I do go in there and act like a parent. I really do. Like, what you
Mhm.
doing? Like, and they're Miss Tiffany, I'm sorry. No, think about what you're doing before you do it. What are the consequences? And they are running back. But Miss Tiffany, such and such, I know. Pick and choose your battles. These are the things that I teach them because you have to think about, do I wanna, and I tell them all the time, "Do I wanna get that call that you down at juvenile?" "No, Miss Tiffany." I'm like, "I really don't wanna get that call." And then the ones that I do get the call when they come back to school, "So how was your time down there?" And they look like, "How you just don't know who all I know." Then the other kids, "Hey, you just don't, Miss Tiffany, auntie know everybody." The kids appreciate that.
Yeah. For sure.
But then you have, and Imma just put it out there, then you have teachers who go against the grain, who
Mhm.
feel like, "What is your job? What do you mean,
Yeah.
what is my job?" And I'm like, "My job is to help you know what I mean?
Your job
Or
is to support them,
it
yeah.
support them. I'm trying to make sure the kid doesn't throw chairs in your class. I'm trying to make sure the kid doesn't go off on you or anything like that." You know, it's like you have resistance as well. Does that make sense? So it's like, I don't understand how there's resistance, but I'm helping. I don't understand how, what can you do to help? But you're part of the problem because you're putting these kids down. You're talking down to these kids. I've heard teachers tell some of these kids, "You're not going to be nothing. You're not going to do nothing." Who tells a kid that?
Well, that's incumbent, so let me put my administrator hat on. That's incumbent upon if an administrator hears that, it's incumbent upon the administrator to
It
take care of that
it is,
particular
and we do,
problem.
but you don't understand, and that ties in with the mental health because
Yes.
a kid can be the most smilest kid in the world, but when a teacher or somebody tells them this, what do you think is gonna happen? It's gonna go down. Now they're gonna look at themselves different. Now they might act different. Now they might start doing things different. Now they might acting out.